minutes. Okay, so we are now recording, and let us discuss how will this subject go. Okay, so again, welcome to FAU, and welcome to the subject Bio 1101 Organic Chemistry lecture. So you might be wondering, no, why you have to profess the same subject. No? That's why in college, kasi we take the lecture and laboratory classes separately. Okay? So, magkaiba yung lec and lab pag college. So, dalawa yung prof niya. Okay? So, the grading for the lecture is separate with the grading for the lab. Okay? So, yeah. Anyway, let's go into the details of this course. So, before anything else, I'd like to introduce myself. Okay, so I am Sir Jim, and I will be your instructor for this course, which will occur every Wednesdays, 7:30 to 9:30, starting this August until the third week of December. So we will have 5 months of interactions, no, and learning. And hopefully those 5 months will be worth it naman. No? Okay. So I hope I will be able to deliver the lessons to you effectively. Okay. So about myself, no, I just give you short background. No? So my education, on my education, um, I studied Bachelor of Science in Chemistry at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, wherein in 2018 I graduated with honors na. Yun. And then currently I am pursuing my master's degree at the De La Salle University. Okay. And about my work experience, I'm a registered chemist because that is mandated by the law. If you're a chemistry student, in order to practice your field, then you should be licensed. No? In biology, we don't have that. No? Pero once you pursue med school, you have to take the physician licensure exam. Okay. So anyway, so I'm a registered chemist, and here are my work experience. No? So I started teaching at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines few months after I passed the board exam. Okay, so that was November 2018, and then I lasted there until just early July this year. Okay, and then another work is my other work is here in FEU as a faculty associate. So I joined FEU since January 2020. So that was before pandemic, and ayan. And currently, I was also asked to join the Ateneo de Manila University to be their instructor of the same course. We also teach biology. We also teach organic chemistry in biology students there. No? So, yun. As you can see, medyo marami akong hassle kasi matindi pa ang kailangan natin. But anyway, so yun. As you can see, all my work background is limited on the academe, no. Bakit kaya? Kasi in my undergrad, I have this scholarship, no. I applied for this scholarship, DOST JLSS, or the Junior Level Science Scholarship. So, you will enjoy the same privileges as other DOST scholars. However, you will be only able to apply for this when you are in your junior level or third year. No? So, I hope kung wala pa kayong scholarship, no, you consider DOST JLSS. No? If you are scholar of DOST, you will receive 7,000 per month as your monthly stipend. 10,000 book allowance per semester. Uh, Tuition fee can be paid by the department, no? So hopefully ma-avail nyo to, no? But again, this is for 30 years, no? The only catch, no, I don't think this is a negative thing, no? Pero after you graduate kasi, you really have to join the teaching force, okay? So, yan lang. Magtuturo ka lang after receiving all those benefits from DOST. Okay, so biology students can apply for that, and I highly encourage you to do that now. because being a DOS scholar is a good thing to write in your curriculum vitae. Okay? So yun lang. Pero if you have other scholarships na, then wag na, no? Just give chance to others na lang. Pero again, kung naghahanap kayo, please please consider this, no? Especially kapag mag to third year na kayo. Okay? So anyway, my consultation hours, this is just for formality. Formality lang yan. You can reach me 24/7 naman. Provided that gising pa ako. Okay? So if I am awake by the time you send me a message, I might be able to respond to you ASAP, no? However, if ako I'm busy or sleeping na, the next day na lang ako mag-reply. Okay, so again, this schedule is just for formality. I do highly encourage you to message me right away, any time of the day. No? Unlike other professors na medyo strict sa time, ako, I'm not really strict. No? Kasi I'm kind of used to this work na rin naman, kaya okay lang sa akin. Okay, so and also here are my contact details. So if you have any questions or problems, you can reach me through my email, or you can send me a text now, especially if you are having problems with the internet. Okay, so yun lang po. So that's it. That's my short background lang. Okay, so now let's talk about the subject again. So I will not read all these sentences here, but basically we are going to take the organic chem lecture. So lecture dapat ka. Lecture. Okay, so yeah. We're going to take the organic chem lecture and what to expect here. No? So basically, we're going to understand the principles behind organic chem. No? Sinabing org chem, this is the study of compounds that are made of carbon. Okay, so we are basically going to understand in this subject how do we create molecules na organic, no? How do we create biomolecules, which will help us to understand the principles in biochemistry, molecular biology, cytogenetics, no? So lahat ng yun, it will stem from the organic chemistry. Okay, so hopefully you will learn here, no? Para when the time comes na you take those higher chem subject or higher biology subject, you will be able to apply your knowledge here doon. Okay, so however, may ginawa kaming trick dito sa org chem. Kasi yung ginawa namin, we set, although this subject is fully focused on org chem, we will be also including gen chem topics, no? Because I believe not all of you came from STEM background, no? Siguro yung iba sa inyo from ABM, others may come from UMS, GAS, no? Okay, so yun, we expect that to happen kasi most of the time pag biology hindi talaga STEM students galing, no? So if that's the case, then it will be better if we start with Gen Chem first, no? Itong Gen Chem kasi this is a subject taken by STEM students, no? In their grade 11, grade 12 levels. So gagawin natin, we will also include some of the topics sa Gen Chem para pantay lahat tayo ng knowledge, okay? So yun lang. If I'm not mistaken, nagturo din naman kasi ako sa senior high before. Yung science nyo is called physical science, no? So that's physics and chemistry combined, no? So if you have taken that subject, maybe you have an idea, but in order to reinforce that, we will start with Gen Chem to be followed by our main discussion. Okay? So ganun gagawin natin. Gen Chem muna, review muna before we start the Org Chem part na. Okay? So yun lang. So again, this subject is primarily focused on compounds made of carbon found in biological species. No? And ayun, no? before we fully understand this, we have to discuss Gen Chem first. Okay. The course objectives are the following. So, 5 lang yan. Let's try to see kung ano yung mangyayari dito. So, the first objective is for us to analyze the physical-chemical laws regarding atoms and their molecules and their properties. No? Because anything that happens around us has something to do with atoms. No? Kasi lahat naman ng bagay, gawa yan sa atoms. No? So for example, in the context of COVID-19, we have what's called the mutations, di ba? Ano ba yung mga mutations sa ating COVID? We have the alpha, beta, gamma. Kulang na lang fraternity name na yung mabuo nila, no? Sobrang daming variant na no? The Philippine variant is called the Theta variant, no? And as of now, we have the Delta variant, which is the reason kung bakit tayo may surge ng cases. And apparently, just early this week, we have the first detected case of Lambda variant. No, Lambda variant is known to be very resistive, no, kahit sa mga vaccinated people. So, in order to fully understand bakit sila iba-iba, how do they differ, why do they differ, that has something to do with the structure of the atoms or the molecules. No? Okay? And in order for us to know ano yung structure nila, then we have to understand the chemical laws. No? The law of chemical bonding, and then later on we can apply that to our real life problems, no, or real life situation. Lalo na ngayon, magagamit talaga natin yung chemistry in the context of COVID-19. No? Okay? So yun muna gagawin natin. Alamin muna natin kung ano yung mga laws, and then later on, we will try you to apply it. No? Ito yung number 2. We will try to apply our basic knowledge, no, sa mga nangyayari sa mga bagay natin through research, no, and experiments. No? So when it comes dito sa research, ano lang yan, basically mga journal article reviews, no. Sometimes I will be asking you to read on this article, no, and give me your insights, no. So yun. Dapat as of now marunong na tayo maghanap ng research articles, no, and marunong tayo magbasa ng research articles, because that is a very important skill for a science person to have, no. Okay. And experiments, no, although we are living in these times of online classes, no, we made several materials for your laboratory class, so you can conduct the experiments at home, no. So if you have met the professor yet, if you are yet to meet the professor, sasabihin niya na mag-groupings kayo. Okay? So, ganun lang. Pero kung na-meet nyo na, hopefully nasabi niya na mag-groupings kayo to do the experiment. No? So, the experiments are already uploaded in your Canvas. No? And I hope na you will be able to do them. No? Ayun. So, third one is to discuss the different principles, theories, and laws and their application. So, this is somehow related to number 1. So, gaya nga ng sinabi ko, we will first build up our knowledge, and then once we have enough knowledge, let us try to apply it. No? Okay? So, kasi ang mahirap, pag puro apply, walang knowledge, you will be one of the sources of fake news. No? Alam niyo naman sa Pilipinas, that's very rampant, no? And I actually call it a crisis, no? Because fake news and pandemics don't go well. Kaya we have to really learn first, no, before we can say anything. Okay? So yun lang. Number 4, manage life-related problem solving. Naduling na ako. Manage solving life-related problems using scientific method. So, similar lang din yan sa 1, no? Ulit-ulit na yung sinasabi ko. Anyway, proceed tayo. Number 5, to communicate the value of maintaining the different chemical process naturally occurring within the environment. So this is parang ito yung pinaka-goal natin as science students, no? To communicate the processes happening in the environment. Okay? Ito kasi yung ito yung very important thing for us to do, especially at these times, no? Kunwari, in the case of vaccine hesitancy, bakit kaya, no? Hindi din naman natin sila masisisi because probably they don't have the education that time, no? Wala silang proper science education. That's why they resist science at all. Yung kasi yung weird sa Pilipinas, no? Kung sino yung mga hindi nakakaalam ng mga bagay, sila pa yung mga feeling may alam, 'di ba? So, yun na nga yung Dunning-Kruger's effect ba yan, no? The more the less you know, the more confident you become, 'di ba? So hopefully tayo as science students, no, whatever we learn here in the class, no, hopefully mai-share natin sa kanila, no, especially to the members of your family, of your community, no. So let us try to be part of the solution by sharing our knowledge to the community, no. In the case of vaccine hesitancy, sasabihin nila that vaccines cause autism, no? Vaccines can kill, no? Vaccines create ang ginawa yung COVID due to pharma's greed, no? Lahat ng mga yan sinasabi nila. But our goal is to refute that, no? Okay? How can we refute that? First, we have to be educated, no? Kailangan may alam muna tayo. Then once we know something na, we can share it to them by an effective communication skill, no. So kailangan marunong kayo mag-communicate sa people, no? And we will try that, no, na i-develop during these online sessions, no, especially in the lab kasi magre-reporting kayo sa lab, no. Pero yung lab experiment niyo yung i-report niyo. So, ganun na. There will be a time na kayo yung magre-report, no? Para ma-develop nyo yung communication skills, no? Iba kasi yung alam at marunong magsalita. Okay? So, ganun. Baka kasi mamaya, inaway nyo pa yung mga hesitant sa vaccine, no? Ang problem kasi sa kanila is they don't have access to education that time. So, let's be understanding. And let us use a persuasive communication, persuasive language, no, when communicating with them, no. So ganoon naman no. Let us live in the premise of yung famous church song, walang sino man ang nabubuhay para sa sarili lamang. Okay? No one lives for himself alone, no. Kasi we are a community, no? Whatever happens to you has a ripple effect, no? Whatever you do has a ripple effect, no? So hopefully, yung ripples natin is something good, no? So hopefully the science program you take, no, yung biology, makatulong kayo sa maraming tao. Okay? So again, the burden is in us, no? Because we really can't trust other people anymore, no. Alam niyo na yung case, no, yung 67 billion. So kanya-kanya tayo, no. So okay. So anyway, so going back to our main topic, for the reference material, this is the textbook that we will be using. So that's the Introduction to General Organic and Biochem, 11th edition. However, if you saw 12th edition na, alam ko meron ng post sa Tam's Bookstore, no? Dito kayo bibili sa Tam's Bookstore. Bookstore. Okay. I think may 12th edition na doon, no? Ano yung difference ng 11th sa 12th? Design. Yun lang. Design pati questions. Okay. But the lesson content are same lang. Okay. So anyway, whichever is available, whichever edition is available, that will do. No? Okay, so this is the textbook that we will use. And again, investing in academic books, no, ay good yun, no? Kasi hindi mo lang magagamit itong book na to this semester, no? You will be able to use this as well next academic year, no? Sa second year nyo, magba-biochem kayo. And the textbook we use in biochem is this book din, okay? So, yun lang. Kailangan mag-invest na kayo sa books na kasi pag nag-med school kayo, babalik din kayo sa basics no? So, it's better na may mga materials na kayo. So, probably one of your questions is required ba to? My short answer is no, and the long answer is no kasi we have to consider your financial conditions then. I know financially speaking, studying in private university is quite expensive, no? Nag-aaral din ako sa Lasal. Dalawang subject ko, 30,000, no? So, medyo mahirap yung budget talaga ngayon, no? Especially if affected yung work natin ng pandemic, no? So, hindi muna namin nire-require ito, no? So, pero if you have the money naman, you can buy this, okay? So, I think this costs around 995 pesos. Mas mahal pa yung album ng Twice kaysa dito. Okay? So, kung meron kayong album ng Twice, Blackpink, edi, ibig sabihin, you can buy this, no? So, ganun lang. Okay? Mas mura pa to kasi yung friend ko bumili ng album na yun. I think 1,000 plus with shipping fee pa. Tapos, dumating a month after, no? Pero kapag ito, bumili kayo sa Tom's Bookstore, probably the week after you purchase it, nandiyan na sa bahay. Tinalo pa yung Shopee. Okay? So, ganun lang. Ay, balik ulit tayo. Again, the textbook is not required naman, pero it is highly encouraged for you to purchase this kasi magagamit nyo to sa subject na to and sa biochem next year. Okay? So, good investment to. Okay? Ayan. With regards to the course requirement and the grading system, sa college, hindi tayo nag-a-assignment, no? Ang college, puro quiz at puro exam lang. Okay? And then sometimes you will be asked to produce laboratory outputs. Okay? So let's talk about these two types of assessment, the formative and the summative. If hindi kayo galing sa FAU, this might be new to you. Okay? So pag sinabing formative, these are the assessments done after the chapter. After chapter discussion. Okay, so for example, next week, mag-discuss ako ng chapter 1. That means the week after that, I will ask you to answer the quiz, no? Quiz 1. Then the following week after ko ma-discuss yung chapter 2, I will tell you to answer quiz 2. Okay? So ganun lang. So every after chapter, I will be asking you to answer the quizzes. Okay? So there will be a total of 10 quizzes, 5 sa midterm, 5 sa midterm, and 5 sa finals. Okay? So yun, 5 yung midterm quizzes, 5 yung final quizzes na. Okay? So 5 kasi yung chapters natin per term. Okay? So yun. Ilang points? That's 20 points maximum. The passing score is 50%, which is 10. However, sabi ko dito, the passing grade is equivalent to D. Okay? That's the lowest passing grade you can get sa FEU, D or 1.0. So if you want to run for Laude or have higher chances of being accepted to scholarships, you should aim for grades better than this. Okay, so you should try at least getting 85%, 90, kung kaya i-100 nyo na. Okay, so yun yung sistema natin. So there will be 5 quizzes. Each of them is worth 20 points. The passing is 10. Okay, so gaano po katagal itong quizzes, no? The quiz is available for 3 days, no? So, kunwari, sabihin ko, okay, quiz tayo ngayon. Until ano yon? Until the 3rd day. So, kunwari, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tatlong araw yon, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, ganun, 3 days. Bakit 3 days? Kasi we also have to consider that marami kayong workload, no? I think 22.5 hours yung nasa COR nyo. Okay, 22.5 hours yung aral, pero yung trabaho, tambak, di ba? So, in order to accommodate for that, now we made the tests available for 3 days now. However, it doesn't mean na yung quiz natin ay 3 whole days mo siya gagawin na. Hindi. Pag once na mag-take kayo ng quiz, may time limit yon. For this semester, the time limit is 45 minutes na. Okay. So, enough na yon to answer 20 questions kasi that's around 2 minutes per question, no? So, kayang-kaya yan. 2.25 minutes per question. So, kaya yan. So, ganito kasi sa college, no? Kailangan ma-develop nyo yung quick thinking, no? Just, parang yung nagbabasa ka pala ng question, alam mo na yung sagot. Okay? So, ganun talaga. You have to develop that. Otherwise, kapag di nyo na-develop yan, mahirapan kayo sa NMAT, pati sa MED, no? So, anyway, so that's the formative, no? Quiz lang tayo. For your lab, dalawa yung gagawin nyo, the quiz and the experiment output. Itong experiment output, this will be presented a week before the exam now. So, yun. I will let your lab prof discuss this further. Anyway, so let's go with the summative assessment. So, kung yung formative, that's done every after chapter discussion, the summative is done after discussing several chapters now. Okay, so after several chapters. So, again, we have 10 chapters. So, divided by 2 yon. So, tig-5 chapters. Then, after nun, you take the summative exam. Okay, so that's the midterm and the final exam. So, the midterm and final exam, this is worth 50 points. And the passing is 25 now. This is available for 1 entire week. 6 days, except Sundays. Okay, because, you know, you should give yourself a rest every Sundays, no? So 6 days yan, and yan, may time limit yan, which is 90 minutes, no? 1.5 hour. So yun lang. Don't worry for that, no? Focus muna kayo sa formative, no? And the grading system will be 50% formative and 50% summative. So as you can see, mas malaki yung magiging hatak ni summative. Bakit ko nasabi yon? Kasi, the thing with formative is pwede ka bumawi. No? You have several quizzes eh. So, kung mababa ka sa first quiz, you can catch up with the other quizzes. Ang summative, kahit same percentage yan, mas mabigat tong summative kasi one take lang yan. Once you submitted your exam, that's it, no? No more turning back na. Kasi nasubmit mo na. Okay? So, yun, mas mabigat yung summative, no? So, keep that in mind, no? Kung mababa yung quizzes, pwede pa bumawi, no? But don't make it a habit, no? Na bawi ng bawi, no? Kasi mamaya, kakabawi natin, nasa dulo na pala tayo, late na, no? So, yan. So, let us try to get better grades para naman better din yung maging results, no, ng efforts natin. Okay? So anyway, so yan yung grading system natin sa FEU. Let's talk about the course outline. So we are currently in the first week. Let's focus on this column. So we are now currently on the first week. We are now doing the orientation. And then for the next few weeks, we will discuss the following chapters accordingly. Okay? So, ang bilang kasi ng week na to, starting ngayong week na. So, next week, week 2, first week ng September, week 3, second week ng September, week 4, so on so forth. Okay? So, if you have your planners with you, or if you have a calendar with you, lagyan nyo na ng week number. Okay? Kasi yung week numbers na yun, yan yung sinusunod natin sa FEU, sa lahat ng subjects. Okay? So, ito yung inorganic chem or gen chem part, no, na sinasabi ko kanina. This topic are usually taken by STEM students, no, sa kanilang Gen Chem 1 and Gen Chem 2. The reason why we included this sa ating discussion is hindi kasi lahat kayo galing sa STEM, no? So most of you primarily came from ABM courses, no, or humanities, no. So wala kayong Gen Chem. So ginawa namin in order to accommodate you better, we will start first with Gen Chem. Okay? Wait lang. Okay, so yan. So we will start with Gen Chem topics na. And then after we do the Gen Chem, we will now focus on the Org Chem part na. Ito na mismo yung Org Chem. Okay? So after those review, kailangan fully grasp nyo na yung idea, yung knowledge, and then let's apply it sa Org Chem na. So for the Org Chem, we also have 5 chapters, and ito yung mga i-discuss for the lecture, and ito naman for the laboratory. As you can see, yung discussions sa Lec and Lab, they are related to one another. So kunwari, mag-discuss tayo ng intro sa Gen Chem, mag-discuss tayo ng intro sa lecture, intro din i-discuss sa lab, no? Kung ito yung i-discuss sa lecture, ito yung i-discuss sa lab, no? So they are all related to one another. Okay? We made it that way para yung learning nyo continuous, no? Okay? Kasi kapag magkaiba yung topics, baka magulantang kayo, no? So better na related yung topics para mas maganda. Okay? Mas maganda yung pasok sa utak ng knowledge, no? Okay? So yan. So okay, so keep that in mind na lang, na nasa course information booklet yan sa Canvas. And for the lecture, ito yung course output nyo. Puro quizzes lang talaga and exam. Okay? And we will start having the quizzes at the 3rd week of your academic year. So ito yung first week of September. Okay? Ay, bare months na pala. Another bare months in pandemic time, no? Tagal. Okay. So anyway, just some few policies, no? Fulfill your task with academic integrity, no? Ito yung nawawala kasi sa atin in an online setting. Okay? Siyempre, may access tayo sa internet. By the way, when we take test, hindi ko kayo monitor, no? Hindi ito synchronous test, no? Kanya-kanyang kuha ng test. Kasi matatanda na kayo, kaya nyo na yan. Okay? So, kanya-kanya tayong kuha ng test. So, pwede kayo mag-test midnight, pwede kayo mag-test early morning, afternoon, evening, no? However, when doing the test, no, keep in mind to instill academic integrity because in the future, you will be doctors, no? Magiging doctor kayo, And I would entrust my life more sa isang doktor na may academic integrity kaysa sa wala, di ba? Siyempre, iba yung may alam talaga, no? Kaysa sa ginugol lang lahat, okay? So, yun, keep in mind that, no? Kasi in the future, you will be doctors. Ako na nagsasabi, okay? So, before you become a doctor, kailangan marami kayong alam, no? And yung alam nyo dapat ay hindi galing sa pandaraya. Okay? Kasi the grades number lang yan, no? Before you go to med school, mag-NMAT din kayo. Mataas nga ang grade nyo, hindi naman kayo papasa sa NMAT. That's nothing, no? Okay? So, kailangan mas i-prioritize nyo yung learning. Okay? So, yun lang gusto ko sabihin. Prioritize learning over the grades, no? Kasi whatever you do right now, it will have a consequence in the future. Okay? Next one is to acquire the course materials. So everything is available now in Canvas. If you have enough internet connection speed right now, i-download nyo na sila lahat, no? There is an option in Canvas wherein you can export the material. Export course material. So please do so para nakasave na siya sa laptop or cellphone nyo. Okay? Organize your schedule. Ito ang important sa college, no? Kasi may mga subject na chill lang, may mga subject na sandamukal yung ipapasa, no? Like every week wala kayong pahinga. Okay? So it's up to you na lang on how you will manage the stress, no? How will you manage the workload, no? Okay, so you can do that by doing schedule, no? Ako nag-aaral na ako ng grad school, pero I still do scheduling, no? Kunwari, ito, this week, ito yung aaralin ko, no? Kasi may exam kami. Okay, ito, finals namin, ito, aaralin ko. Okay, so ganun, you should think ahead, no? Always, no? Mag-schedule kayo parate, no? Para alam niyo yung gagawin niyo per week, and naka-fulfill din kasi mag-check na kunwari, na-checkan ko na 'to. 'Pag nakita niyo naka-check lahat ng nasa schedule niya, nakakatuwa kaya. Okay. So, hopefully magawing ano niyo rin 'yun, gawin niyo ring habit, no? So 'yan, 'yun lang, no? Again, there will be subjects na chill lang, there will be subjects na ano, paguran, no? Mga every week may ginagawa kayo. So, ganun talaga sa college, no? So, this is no longer senior high school, this is college. So, you really have to prepare yourself, no? With those stuff. And lastly, if you have problems with the internet, let us know, no? Ito siguro, question, no? Magre-require ba akong attendance, no? The answer is no, no? Bakit? No? Because we have to consider that some of you may be working right now. Okay? Some of you may be working right now, so we have to consider your schedule, no? And we have to understand that. Some of you might be taking care of the elderly in your family. Okay? Some of you may assume responsibility as at home, no? May iba siguro, they help the family in business, no? They help the family in doing chores, no? So we understand that, okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, if you cannot attend my classes this early morning, that's fine with me. Okay? Why? Because you can still access the recording. No? Every session natin will be recorded so that if ever na ma-miss mo yon, you can watch the recording. Okay? So, ganun lang. Nauunawaan ko kaya. No? Ako, I work in Polytechnic University of the Philippines, and most of the students there are working right now, no? So, alam ko yung hirap. Ako, PUP-an ako eh. Then, nagturo din ako sa PUP. So, alam ko yung hirap ng buhay. So, we also understand your situation, no? Okay? So, and hopefully, despite na ganun yung ating condition, although kahit hindi required yung attendance, if you have the time, no, or if you have the resources, please attend, no? So that may interaction tayo. Ang good thing kasi with attending the classes is that when you have a question, I can answer it right away. No? Kapag hindi kasi kayo naka-attend, you have to message me. Then, pag nabasa ko lang, dun na ako magre-reply. No? So, don't worry, hindi naman ako super tagal mag-reply. No? Babad naman ako sa cellphone, tulad nyo. No? Gen Z din ako eh. Kaya babad ako sa cellphone, YouTube, TikTok. No? So, yan. Message lang kayo, magno-notif yun sa akin. Okay? So, ganun lang. What else? No? Kunwari, when taking the test, no? When taking the test, biglang nawalan kayo ng internet. I will be lenient with you, no? Kasi ako din, nawawalan ako ng internet, no? Kumbaga, hindi naman tayo same condition, no? Iba-iba tayo ng ISP, iba-iba tayo ng lugar ngayon. Some of you might be in provinces wherein the internet connection is very low, no? Very bad. No? So, we have to consider that. No? So, ganun na lang. Unawaan tayo. No? So, I want this class, no, to be a compassionate one. No? Pero, again, yung compassion natin, kailangan meron tayong limitations din. No? Huwag naman abusuhin. Okay? Kasi mamaya kapag medyo naabuso na natin, maapektuhan pa yung mga hindi naman nangaabuso na. So, ganun lang, just be honest na lang. No? Kasi, yun lang naman gusto ko sa students na, yung honest na. Yan. Okay, so yun lang. So, yun, let us try to understand each other, no? Yun. So, ganun lang. When it comes to classes pala, let me share this ngayon pa lang. When it comes to classes, dalawang type yan eh. The synchronous and the asynchronous. So, siguro familiar na kayo dito. Tama ba spelling ko? Basta yun. Sinarado ko bintana. Kumakahol yung aso. Okay. So, there are two types of classes here in FEU. The synchronous classes and the asynchronous. What we're doing right now is the synchronous session wherein we go here sa MS Teams, where we go here sa MS Teams, no? And then we meet, no? We do interact, no? You can open your mic, you can send me a message. So, yan yung synchronous session. As much as possible, we will try to meet synchronously every week, no? That's why ang ginawa ko sa ating asan ba yung mouse? Ayun. That's why yung ginawa ko dito sa ating MS Teams is that naka-schedule na siya. Okay? So, if you check your calendar sa MS Teams, our session is recurring. So, ibig sabihin, andyan talaga yan sa calendar nyo. So, you will be notified every now and then. No? Kunwari, next week, nandyan ulit yung ating link. No? The following week, nandyan ulit. No? Until December yan. No? Until matapos yung SEM. So, yun yung mga synchronous session natin. We will meet regularly here, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. No? Pero, hindi 100% synchronous tayo. No? There will be times na mag-asynchronous ako. So, kapag asynchronous, ibig sabihin nun, I will give you a video recording and then you will watch it. No? Okay? How will be paano ko malalaman kung napanood nyo yung recording? Magtatanong ako ng question the following meeting. No? Usually kasi asynchronous ako kapag I have emergency, no? So tulad nyo, I also have to attend to some emergencies at home. Ang common emergency ko dati ay internet, no? So kunwari biglang nawala si Converge, no? Nagloko na naman si Converge. I have to do the classes asynchronously. Sometimes there are class suspensions. Pag may class suspension, madalas asynchronous yung klase sa FEU. Okay? So, magka-upload na lang ako recording. You can watch it on a later day. No? Okay? Ano pa? Meron namang times na suspended yung classes and wala talagang classes. Wala talagang asynchronous din. No? So, case-to-case basis kasi yung suspension ng class kapag online. No? There will also be times na I have to attend emergencies. Mga naging emergency ko dati, I have to bring my cats sa vet. No? Kasi may sakit sila. May mga biglaang may sakit. No? And the vet is not available at the end of the day, so I have to do it early that day. No? So I will let you know naman. Okay? So, yan. By the way, since I have cats, no? Kapag may marinig kayong meow sa likod, I hope you are not bothered by that. Kasi marami akong pusa dito. They are around 15 na. 15 na pusa. Yeah. Anyway, so ganun lang ha. So that's the difference between synchronous and asynchronous. Kapag synchronous, we meet here in MS Teams. Ang asynchronous, I will announce it, no? So probably we have an emergency or we have to, we are asked by FEU to do a synchronous session due to class suspension, no? Or holiday. Pag holiday pala, wala talagang klase. Okay? So ganun lang, keep that in mind. Okay? When it comes to learning modality, ipasok ko na rin to. Di ba aware kayo na may MOL and IS, no? So, ano yung difference ng dalawa? MOL and the IS. The MOL is the mixed online learning. So, yun yung mga students that regularly attend the classes. No? Yun yung mga full-time students. No? Walang other commitments sa family, sa work. No? So, you really have to join the classes as much as possible. No? Although hindi check yung attendance, it will be highly encouraged for you to attend always. No? Para may interaction kayo with your instructor. So that is mixed online learning. when we have IS, no, the independent study, it means na hindi naman kayo kailangan umattend ng classes, no. You are not required to attend the Zoom, the MS Teams, no, sessions parate, no. Pwedeng kahit kahit nga kahit daw hindi talaga kayo umattend starting day 1 until the end, that's fine, no. Kasi ang mangyayari sa atin, consultation, no, and you will access the recording. Okay? So in consultation, that's in the form of sending me a message if you have clarification, no. And then sabi ko nga sa inyo, our synchronous sessions are always recorded, so you can access them on a later date, no. So ganun. So, siguro papaisip kayo, no? Should I shift to a learning modality, no? Mag-IS ba ako? Mag-MOL ba ako? The answer is, kayo bahala, no? Kasi in my class, being IS or MOL student is not really a big thing, no? Pwede yung, absent kayo muna due to some problems, no? Pwede rin naman attend kayo kasi walang problem, no? So, that's fine with me, no? Pwedeng umattend kayo, pwedeng hindi umattend, that's okay lang. Okay? Kasi hindi naman check yung attendance. But I will be very glad if marami pa rin akong students sa, sa synchronous sessions. Okay? So, ganun lang. Hindi naman big deal, no? Kung a-attend ba kayo ng class or hindi a-attend ng class. Ang mahalaga, you have access to the discussion and also you can consult me anytime naman. Okay? So, ganun lang ha. So, kunwari, mayroon sa inyo nag-work ng graveyard shift, no? For example, BPO. Yan. So, it will be better kung mag-IS kayo. Bakit hindi masyadong big deal yung MOL-IS? Kasi the requirements deadline is the same. Okay? Same lang yung requirements, no? Yung mga deadline ay same lang, no? Same lang. So, same yan for IS and MOL. Okay? Kaya nga sinasabi ko, hindi naman masyado siyang big deal kasi you still have to access the recordings, no? You still have to consult with me kahit anong modality ka. Pero yung inyong assessment, fixed talaga yon. Pag sinabi natin na Wednesday to Saturday available yung test, dun lang siya available. Okay? That is true for MOL and IS. Na. So, yan. So, no further processing kapag MOL to IS kayo. Okay? Kasi yung deadline, same lang naman. Okay? So, we treat both equally. No? Okay? So, ganun lang. Ayun. In case na in case na hindi talaga kaya ng internet sa inyo yung hindi talaga kaya ng internet yung online classes, you can apply for the RPG, the requested periodic guidance. So that is the RPG. This is intended for students who really cannot attend the synchronous sessions, probably because of their location, probably sa provinces na madalas may areas na wala pang internet service or very bad yung internet service. So you can apply for the RPG. Ano ginagawa dito sa RPG? You will be sent a flash drive, no, containing all the contents, all the materials, no, and then you can consult your teachers, no, through text or email, no. So ganun, no? Pwedeng through text na para kunwari wala talagang internet. So magte-text na lang kayo. Okay? However, if you have access to the internet naman, ito yung options nyo, MOL and IS. Okay? Itong RPG kasi, the department will really check if you are qualified for this mode of learning. No? Kasi kapag RPG, on your own madalas kayo, no? Magre-request lang kayo ng guidance sa amin. Kaya nga requested periodic guidance. You are on your own for a while, pero you can let us know kapag may problems kayo. Okay? So, yun lang yung downside ng RPG. Okay? So, hopefully MOL or IS lang kayo. Okay? So, with all those in mind, I would like to welcome you again to the Far Eastern University, and I hope that we will have a good start, no? Or even online classes lang tayo, no? I hope na you will learn something and maging productive, no? Tayo. And ayan, no? So, enjoy the rest of the semester na lang. Okay. So if you have questions in mind, you can state your questions in the chat box. You can also raise your hand so I can recognize your names and open your mic pag may gusto sabihin. If you have questions, raise them na. Speak now or behold, ayan. Speak now or hold your peace forever. Ayan. Let's have Angelica May. Good morning, Angelica.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmates. Ask ko lang po, sir, kung yung books ba na gagamitin namin, digital lang siya or textbook po?
Yung text, yung
Medyo
book,
pricey siya eh.
yung book natin ay physical book, no? Ayun. So that will be sent to you by the Tams Bookstore, the C&E Bookshop, no? So if you order, expect nyo na darating yung physical book probably a week after, no? Ayun. Parang Shopee lang siya. So, ganun. Physical book siya. Ay, wala pala akong copy. Okay. So, this is one of the textbook I got from FEU. Pinadala lang din to sa bahay. Hindi nyo makita. Tanggalin ko yung aking background. Ayan. So, this is the textbook I got from FEU. Pero analytical chem to, no? So, ganito mangyari sa atin, no? If you purchase the textbook, you will be given a physical copy. That's why I highly suggest you to purchase one kasi physical book siya, no? Pwede mo hawakan, pwede mo amuyin, pwede mo sulatan, ayun. So, ganun. Di ba mas masaya mag-aral kapag physical book kasi may na yung sense of touch na i-enhance siya. Ayun. Kasi pag digital book, ang sakit sa mata eh, di ba? So, ganun lang. So, that is a physical book and that will be delivered to you by whichever the courier service provider of the Tams Bookstore. Okay? Again, hindi siya required for now kasi I really don't know your financial status. Pero if you can purchase one, then purchase one. Okay? So, yan. Okay? So, I hope I answered your question, Angelica. Okay, so anyone else? No? Meron pa bang ibang may katanungan? Kahit di related sa course, no? Kunwari, tanungin nyo, nambabagsak pa ba, sir? Ayun, ito may question tayo from Axel. Sir, good morning po. Completely unrelated to studies. Paano po kayo nagkaroon ng 15 cats? Sige. The reason why I have that many cats, no, is ang mga pusa kasi namin, wala namang mga lahi to, no, mga sila, mongrel cats or puspin, no. The reason is, lumaki kasi ako sa mother na, very caring sa mga hayop, no, especially stray cats, no. So, ang paniniwala kasi namin, yung mga hayop, no, you should treat them as humans as well, no? Kasi ginawa din sila ni God, di ba? Kaya, ang ginawa ni Mama, doon ako lumaki sa culture na alagaan mo yung mga hayop, no? Kasi gawa sila ng Diyos. Ayun, sa sobrang alaga namin, yung mga stray cats, nagsipasukan na sa bahay, kaya naging 15 na. Minsan nga, yung pusa ng kapitbahay, nakikikain din sa amin. So, ganun. Kasi lahat naman gawa ng Diyos. No? If you are a Christian people, if you're a Christian person, you should believe in that. No? Na in the beginning, ginawa lahat ni Lord. No? So, mahalin natin lahat ng ginawa ni Lord. No? Yan. So, ganun lang. Mga stray cats sila. May one, dati nga wala pala dito. May pusa kami na yung mamamatay na siya actually, no? Kasi basang-basa, sinisipon, no? Mamamatay na talaga. So, inalagaan namin, binigyan namin ng vitamins, gamot. gatas na sinisiringe, no? Ayan, laki-laki na niya ngayon, no? Ang ganda-ganda ng skin, as yung laki niya, mas malaki pa siya sa mga original cats namin. Kaya ganun lang. At saka pampaswerte din yung pusa, di ba gumaganon-ganon sila. Ayun, feeling ko legit yun pampaswerte. Kasi so far, when we have cats, hindi pa naman kami minamalas sa buhay. Ayan, so yun lang. Okay, so I will answer another question. Vaccinated ka na po ba, sir? Yes. No, I am fully vaccinated. Nagpa-vaccinate ako nung time na ayaw niyo magpa-vaccine. Di ba, remember, puro Sinovac yung pinagbibili ng ating government, no? Puro bili yung ginawa niya, Sinovac, no? Isa ako sa mga tao na hesitant with Sinovac dati. Pero nung tinurok na sa akin, hulaan nyo sinabi ko, the best vaccine is the one that is available. So, ganun ginawa ko. So far, okay lang din naman. Kasi, it's better to be vaccinated than to be not, no? Tsaka tignan nyo yung nangyari last time sa City of Manila, no? I know kulang yung vaccines natin, pero by the time na we have the surplus of vaccines, early May to June, I think April, May, June, nung time na sobrang dami nating Sinovac vaccines, walang nagpapavaccinate. No? As in, pumunta ako sa aming vaccination site sa Valenzuela. Pagpasok ko, ba't ang onti namin? Yung pala Sinovac yung ituturo. Alam ko hesitant tayo with the Sinovac. I am also hesitant before. No? However, inisip ko na lang, tuturok na sa akin. Sige na lang. Kasi, ayun lang the best vaccine is the one that is available talaga. No? It's better to be protected at some level than to be not protected at all. No? Okay? Kasi, kapag kayo tuturukan ng vaccine, almost 1.5 month yan para ma-fully vaccinate ka. No? 28 days, then after ng 28 days, another 14 days. No? So, ang problem, nung May, fully vaccinated na ako, so hindi na ako masyadong worried. Yung ibang hindi nagpa-vaccinate nung April, May, no, kahit sobra-sobra yung ating Sinovac nun, dumating yung Delta variant. So, ano nangyayari ngayon? Nag-increase yung cases natin, no? Because we missed the opportunity, no? So, I know we have reservations with that vaccine. And we know na better talaga yung Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. However, we have to keep in mind na yun kasi available no? Yun lang, no? So, yun lang. Pwede naman tayo mag-avail in the future, pero for now, pwede naman tayo mag-avail ng better vaccines, no? Actually, may vaccination kami sa Lasal, no? Moderna yung gagamitin. Pwede ako bumili sana. Kasi inisip ko, yung hindi na lang muna vaccinated, yung turukan. No? Booster shot ko sana, Moderna, pero ayoko muna. No? Because if yung iba hindi pa vaccinated, then wala akong karapatan humingi ng booster shot, di ba? So let us achieve the first, the herd immunity muna before we get the booster shots. No? Siguro yung booster sa na lang yan, sa healthcare workers muna, because they really need it. Okay. So, ganun lang ha. If you have access to the vaccine, wag na tayo choosy masyado, no? Kasi, yun na yun Ganun talaga. Pag swinerte ka, Pfizer, edi post mo sa Facebook. Pero kapag hindi ka masyadong sinwerte, no? For example, ako, na lang, post mo na lang sa Facebook, the best vaccine is the one that is available. Okay. Maski sa Twitter, pinost ko rin yan. The best vaccine is the one that is available. Okay. Ganun talaga. Ayan. So, kapag may chance, vaccine agad, ha? Okay. Wag na medyo choosy kasi wala tayong choice. Nasa Pilipinas tayo minsan nga, papaisip ka na lang, no? Sana naging baka na lang ako sa New Zealand, no? Kasi sa New Zealand, isang case lang, lockdown buong bansa, di ba? May ayuda agad. Wala Medyo mahirap maging Filipino. However, we have a responsibility din towards this country. No? Ang Pilipinas kasi, sayang to kung hindi tayo mag-act. No? In the near future naman, tayo rin naman yung magiging DOH secretary, isa sa inyo maging DOH secretary, isa sa inyo magiging president na. So, ganun. Sana all baka sa New Zealand. Kaya nga parang okay pa ako doon na kahit alam ko na kakatayin ako doon as baka, okay lang kasi nasa New Zealand. Pero yun na. So for now, we don't have choice. Nasa Philippines tayo. Pero things will get better, no? Especially kapag tayo na yung nagpe-predict ng future natin. Okay, so for now, kayod lang muna, no? Tiis muna. Because whatever we saw right now, we will reap it in the near future. Okay? Yan. So, vaccinated na ako and ang dami kong sinabi. Basta ang idea lang is kung may vaccine na dyan, magpaturok na kayo. May mga students ako na vaccinated na rin. Karamihan, Sinovac din. Tapos nagtatanong sila, Sir, Sinovac tinurok sa akin. Sasabihin, ay, same. Same, okay lang yan. Pag Pfizer, sasabihin ko, libre mo ako sangyup. Next question. Sir, ano po ba masasuggest niyong best study technique for chemistry? Chemistry is a subject kasi that requires continuity. No? Ano may ibig sabihin ko doon? So, kapag nag-aral ka ng chem, huwag mo i-miss yung kahit isang topic. No? Don't let one topic pass by without really understanding that. Kasi kapag may isang chapter kayong hindi maintindihan sa chem, the rest will follow. Okay? Ganun. Para siyang mathematics. If you can't understand or if you can't solve for quadratic equations, then you cannot solve for other polynomials. No? So, ganun yung math, di ba? Naka-chain. Ang chemistry, naka-chain. Kasi logic din to eh. Okay? So, kung may hindi ka maintindihan na bagay sa chem, isipin mo, may hindi ka pang maintindihan in the future lalo. So, my practice during my undergrad before is to really understand chem topic per topic. No? Kapag may hindi ako naintindihan sa prof ko, I ask questions. No? If I really need supplementary materials, I go to YouTube and I have a YouTube channel. Share ko lang. I have a YouTube channel wherein I upload my discussions as well. Nagpa pa ako ng bagong content sana, pero tinamad ako. Yan naman masaya mag-ML masaya mag Twitter, TikTok, Facebook na. Kaya tinamad ako gumawa. Pero anyway, since medyo sinisipag na ako ulit kasi pasukan na. So I have this YouTube channel wherein I upload my materials. Most of which ay mga class recordings, no? Pero there are some na ako talaga yung nag-effort. So yan. Kung gusto niyo ng chemistry for engineers, gusto niyo maging engineer in the future, bioengineer. Ayan, chemistry for engineers. No? Dito, tinuturo ko yung thermodynamics, solar cells, no? Materials, polymers. No? So, diyan ko din i-discuss yan. Kung gusto niyo ng analytical chemistry, I have the MTY 1103 sa MedTech to last sem. Anachem yan. Diniscuss ko lahat dyan, including the solving, no? Concepts. Ayan. Sa, inorganic organic chem, ito yung bio 1102 last year, and ito yung MTY 1101 last year din. Okay, so kung gusto nyo mag-study in advance, nood kayo nito, no? Pero again, ituturo ko naman. Okay, and then also yung materials medyo nagbago kasi, and we change the materials a little bit, so yung approach dito might be somehow different with yours, no? Okay. Ayan. So, ganun lang. Kung gusto nyo ng organic chem talaga na buo, no? Ito yon, SES 1107. Tinuro ko to sa Institute of Education last year, no? So, yan. Organic chem yan. Ito naman, SES 1112. This is biochemistry. No? Kung gusto nyo mag-study in advance ng biochem, ayan, punta kayo dyan. Okay. Ito pa nga yung trial ko binidyohan ko to before the pandemic. Kasi sabi ko, naiisip ko na siguro I have to adapt with the advances in technology, no? I must try asynchronous classes, no? Minsan. So, yan, nag-try ako. Tapos nagka-pandemic na. Ibig sabihin, kailangan ko talaga karirin tong ganitong style ng learning until we have the official platform na. During pandemic, ito yung ginawa namin sa FEU. Di ba, I was hired January 2020. And then the first lockdown was March 16, 2020, which is sadly around 600 days na ago. Okay. Grabe na. I really can't comprehend that we are at home for 600 days. Anyway, so ginawa namin doon is since wala nang classes, no? Wala nang face-to-face. Naka-online ako. So, dito, try ako. Kaya yung audio ko dito medyo pangit pa. I have not invested pa no, sa gadgets. Now, I have all the gadgets necessary for online class. So, ayan. Sasalita ako, susulat ako. Ayan. Susulat-sulat ako. So, ganyan yung ganap namin last year. No? And then, once we started the fully online fully online classes na talaga, ito na yung mga yan. Ito yung sa PUP, ito yung sa FEU. Okay? So, ganun. Mag-upload pa ako ng materials talaga na walang students. No? Kasi ang goal ko dito is mag-expand siya. So, maybe in the future, I will cover mathematics, calculus. Ayan. Ang dami kong sinabi. Pero yung to answer the question of Richie, ang sasagutin ko doon is, chemistry is a chain of topics kasi. So, try your best to understand one topic. No? Kasi pag hindi mo siya naintindihan, others may be difficult to comprehend lalo. Okay? So, ganun. Naka-chain ang chem. Okay? And hindi siya puro memorization. Logic talaga to. Okay? So, logic ang chemistry. Okay? Kaya, wag masyado mag-memorize. Yung periodic table, hindi kinakabisado yan. Pag kinabisado niya yan, okay. Pero hindi siya good thing to do because you have to reserve your brain cells sa mga better info. Okay? Reserve your energy for better info na. So, ganun lang. Again, keep in mind that chemistry is chain of topics. No? Kapag hindi nyo maintindihan yung isa, i-focus nyo talaga yun. No? Ganun ginagawa ko nung college ako. Kung kailangan ko magpuyat para lang aralin yung isang chapter, gagawin ko. Kasi I know na hindi ko maintindihan yung iba kapag di ko ito naintindihan. Okay? Ano lang, wag pala kayo magpuyat. No? Ako nagpupuyat. No? Pero kayo, wag kayo magpupuyat. No? Kasi medyo may bad effect yan sa utak. No? Baka tumas yung reactive oxygen species sa utak nyo. Mag-start kayo ng pagiging makakalimutin. Ako, ganun na. Makakalimutin na ako. So, ganun lang. Ingatan nyo pa rin sarili nyo. Okay? So, ganun lang ha. Best study technique is to really focus on every chapters. Yung math sa chem, kaya lang naman. Okay lang naman yung math sa chem. Tuturuan ko rin kasi kayo ng shortcuts. No? Ako yung teacher na mahilig mag-shortcut. So, kung may shortcut, ituturo ko sa inyo. Okay? So, when it comes to math, okay lang yan. Have your calculators with you. Ito pala, kung wala kayong calculator, paki-download ito. Casio calculator. Punta kayo sa website na to. Free download to, no? Ito, educasio.com. And then choose nyo yung Philippines. And then, down here sa page na to, punta kayo sa products. Ay, nakikita nyo naman yung link sa taas, no? Picturean nyo na lang. Ito, click nyo tong for teachers. And then, here, sa baba, you can download the calculators na. Kaya, punta na lang kayo dito sa software pala. Kung ano ginawa ko. May software nga pala doon. So, click nyo tong, type nyo tong link na to sa inyong browser. Baba kayo. computer software, Windows or Mac, Windows ako. And then you will be brought down to this section. Ano to? Ida-download nyo yung mismong calculator sa inyong laptop, no? So I actually have one, pero expired na yung aking 90 days. 90 days siya available, which is until the end of the semester. Okay. So 90 days ko to ginamit din last academic year. So far, so good. Para ka talaga nagka-calculator. If you don't have money for now, ganito muna kayo. Okay. But if you have money, you can buy calculator sa Shopee na lang. Okay. So ganyan. Download nyo na lang muna, ha? Okay. So ibig sabihin, lahat tayo may calculator, whether that's virtual calculator or physical calculator. Tapos ituturo ko sa inyo yung shortcut. Okay? So ganyan. Again, this is just a free trial, 90 days. So, okay na yun for entire semester, yung 90 days. Total, nasa laptop naman kayo mostly. Okay? So, yung chemistry topics, chain by chain yan. So, aralin nyo talaga yung per chapter. Yun. Aralin nyo talaga siya. Keywords yung kunin nyo. Kasi ako, kinukuha ko keywords talaga eh. Because yung math, madali lang yan. Tuturo ko talaga yan. Okay? Let's check other questions. TikTok reveal. Hindi ako nasayo. Nanonood lang ako sa FYP. Thank you, sir, for the advice. Sir, anong pwedeng alternative sa coffee? If kailangan magstay up late. Ipis. Pag may ipis sa paligid, gising na gising ako eh. Ayun, yun lang yung masasabi ko. Kung wala alternative sa coffee, maghanap kayo ng manggugulat sa inyo. Minsan kasi, di ba, may mga feeling butterfly na ipis, di ba? Lumilipad sila, gising talaga ako nun. Personally, I don't take coffee kasi. No? Dati, I take coffee. Pero, nakaka-dehydrate siya. Di ba, papansin niyo pag nagkape kayo, uhaw na uhaw kayo. Okay. So, medyo bad din yon. Especially, kunwari, feeling mo matanda ka na. For example, ako sumasakit na yung katawan ko. 23 pa lang ako, pero nag-iindan ako ng mga sakit-sakit sa katawan. Ayun. So, ang hirap maging young adult na. Okay, so baka mas matanda pa kapatid niyo sa akin, no? So, pero anyway, so yun nga, ang downside kasi ng coffee is nade-dehydrate tayo, and at the same time, pwede siya mag-raise ng uric acid levels natin. So, pwede tayo magkaroon ng sakit-sakit sa kasukasuan. My best advice siguro would be hot milk, no? Hot milk, basta mainit na drinks, no? Pag napasok ako kasi gising ka talaga. Ayun. Pero I don't really advise you to stay up late, no? Pero if kailangan talaga, wag mag-coffee, no? Siguro mga hot drinks na lang. Mga hot chocolate milk, no? Chocolate drinks, no? Milo, Ovaltine, ayan. Chucky na mainit, no? Ayun. So basta anything na mainit, medyo magpapagising yan, no? Nagre-raise yan ng body temperature. Kumain din kayo kapag stay up late, kasi pag kumakain ako, nagigising uli ako eh. Ayan. Tapos iisipin ko, bago ako matulog, kailangan 30 minutes digested yung food ko. So yun, para hindi ako mabangungot. Hindi ko alam kung scientifically true yun, pero yun yung nasa isip ko. Baka mabangungot ako. Okay. So ganun lang, mag-snacks kayo, true yun, na nakakagising talaga. O kaya mag-hot coffee kayo, or, wag coffee pala, hot chocolate, no? Lugaw din. Meron ako nabibili sa Alphamart yung lugaw siya na lalagyan mo lang ng mainit na tubig. Tapos kakainin mo siya. Nagigising talaga ako nun kasi pawis na pawis ako. Gising na gising ako. So yan. Pero as much as possible, wag kayo mag-stay up late, ha? Be responsible din sa social media. Okay. Kasi alam ko online class tayo, babad kayo sa cellphone talaga, no? Pero ayun. Try not to stay up late always kasi medyo may detrimental effect yun sa ating brain. May same problem ako sa math, sir, all the time. Pero laban ako. Laban, madali lang math, don't worry. Walang effect sa akin. Paano yun? Pag walang effect na sa'yo yung kape, kabahan ka na. Baka desensitize ka na. Pero okay lang yan. Wag na lang mag-coffee, ha? Dati usong-uso Starbucks, di ba? Ngayon, mga ano naman, mga puyat naman yung mga tao na ngayon. Basta ano lang, mga may init na drinks lang. Kahit may recommendation si Angel, meron pong free sa cellphone hyper scientific calculator. Ayan. So, try nyo rin yan. Palpitations rin po. Nakaka-antok din naman. Nakaka-antok ba? Yung milk? Basta maghanap na lang kayo ng ipis pag ako, dati nagre-review ako sa sa isang exam ko sa masters. Antok na antok talaga. Biglang may nakita ko gumagalaw na ipis at takbo ako. Ayan. Hot drinks yan. Siguro sa iba na antok. Ako kasi nagigising eh. Kasi pinapawisan ako. Pag ako pinapawisan, naiirita ako eh. Galaw ako ng galaw eh. So, nagigising ako. Sir, totoo po ba yun na naka-build up ng tolerance? I'm not really sure. Pwede Google natin. Check natin. Caffeine tolerance. Pero may ganun. Kasi dati, yung coffee ko 78. 78 ba yun? Dati, umiinom ako nun. Gising talaga ako eh. Ngayon, pag umiinom ako nun, wala na. Hindi na ako nagigising. Ito, so let's look. Pag magsa-search kayo ng journal article, kunwari Google yan, i-add nyo to. Plus journal. Kasi ang lalabas dyan, puro journal articles. Okay. So, yan yung shortcut ko. Kasi kapag tinype mo lang caffeine tolerance, baka mapunta ka pa sa WebMD, sa mga blogs. Pag dinagdag nyo tong plus journal, lahat ng lalabas dyan, puro journals. Okay. So, etong NCBI, this is a famous journal site siya na med-related na. Basahin nyo na lang to. Time course of tolerance to the performance benefits of caffeine. Basta yan. Basahin nyo na lang. Okay. Basta yun yung tip ka. When you're looking for articles, you type plus journal. For example, lambda variant. Journal. Ayan publication agad yan lalabas. Ito yung pinost ko sa Instagram story lang. Ito kasi yung problem with the lambda variant which is in the Philippines na sabi dito, remains susceptible to neutralization by mRNA vaccine elicited antibodies na. Kunwari Pfizer, Moderna, mRNA yun eh. So sabi doon, if that is your vaccine, then it may not be very effective sa lambda. I'm not really sure with the genetic sequence of lambda. Ang nangyayari lang naman kasi sa iba't ibang variants natin is nagbabago lang yung kanyang proteins, no? Kaya ayan. So yun. Please make it a habit to read journals. Kunwari nakikipag-argue kayo online, bigyan mo ng journal article. Nananahimik yan. Ganun ginagawa ko. Send ka na ng article. Send. Shut up na siya. Kasi wala siyang na-cite. Okay? So ganun. Make it a habit to always read journals and also to be updated sa society and to be socially responsible. No? We don't live for ourselves alone. No? Walang sino man ang nabubuhay para sa sarili lamang. So let us be socially responsible. No? Okay? So, kasi what we do to ourselves, to others, no, may malaking effect yan sa society. Okay? If you have any last minute question, you can raise them. Okay, I will dismiss the class by 8:55. No. By the way, Friday we don't have classes. Although wala talaga tayong classes, share ko lang. In case you have classes on Friday, walang pasok nun. because FEU is going to have its SAYO, SAYO, Start of Academic Year Orientation. That is for teachers, no? So, wala yung mga teachers that day, kaya walang gagawin. Okay? So, yun lang. Okay, so again, keep in mind, Friday, walang pasok. And next week, mag-start na tayo ng discussion, ha? Okay, so start tayo with chapter 1. Yung chapter 1, ilang pages lang yun eh. Let me tour you pala sa Canvas. I forgot. O, Canvas tayo. Hopefully by 9, ma-dismiss ko na kayo. Ang dami ko nang sinabi. Mag-login muna ako. May research po na po kami gagawin, sir. This school year. Siguro sa lab yan. Di ba may reporting kayo na mangyayari sa lab na? May experiments kasi sa Canvas. Pakita ko. Ito yung ating course card. Buti interactive kaya, no? Yung ibang class ko kasi tahimik lang. Natutuwa ako pag interactive kasi inaantok kaya ako kanina. Tapos nakita ko, nag-chat sila. Nagising ako. Okay. So, ito yung lecture pala, no? This is our course card for the lecture. May diagnostic test doon. So, hindi to recorded. So, itry nyo. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nyo ito ibagsak. Okay. Para yung mga susunod na quizzes, huwag nyo na ibagsak. Okay. So, ito yung diagnostic test. Try nyo yan para magkaroon kayo ng idea kung paano kami magpa-test sa FEU. Okay. And then, also check the course information booklet and the syllabus. Okay. So, ito yung ating syllabus. Ayan. Basically, yung nasa PowerPoint kanina, andito na rin, schedule of activities. Ito yung grading scale. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, 50% is just D, no? Or 1.0. You want grades higher than that, no? So if you try to achieve 92% of your scores parate, then most likely A yung magiging grade nyo. Okay? So, ganun. So, nandito lang yun sa course syllabus. And then, the academic calendar, pakisave na. Modes of learning, andito rin. And diagnostic test. Again, pwede ibagsak yung diagnostic test kasi hindi siya recorded, no? And dito niya matatry yung time limit, no? Again, the official time limit for quizzes is 45 minutes. Okay. So, na yung chapter 1 sa lecture, mabilis lang yan. Then chapter 2 until the end. Okay. Ito pala yung sa lab, no? Ang ginawa namin sa lab is we have this experiment. Ang sabi ko kasi, ako kasi yung cluster head, no, ng subject na to. So, ako yung nagmamanage ng lahat, no? Okay. So, sabi ko sa kanila is, itong mga isang beses lang po ba namin pwede matake yung diagnostic? Yes, isang beses lang. Kasi yung mga quizzes nyo, one take lang din. Okay? Kaya, kailangan masanay kayo sa one take lang. No? Yan. So, dito sa experiment output, no? Dito kayo pwede mag-cite ng articles, no? Dito kayo pwede mag-research. Kasi, ipagpapapresent namin kayo. Okay? The week before the midterm and the final exam, presentation yan. So, gagawin nyo lahat ng experiment output nyo, by group to ha, lahat ng experiment output nyo, isama nyo sa isang PowerPoint, then mag-recite. May magre-report sa'yo, may magre-report sa inyo, may iaalay kayo. No? So, ito yung rubrics. So, keep in mind, no, na ito yung basis of your grade. Then, ito, bahala na yung teacher maglagay ng groups nyo. Okay. So, ang kailangan nyo kasi dito is to present the experiment, no? Ano lang, pakita nyo that ito yung background, ano yung history, then ano yung related studies with that, no? And then try to be able to deliver your discussion for 15 minutes maximum. Okay. Dito kayo masasanay sa communication skills, no? Okay. And in short minute, may ma-discuss kayo na overload na info. Okay, so ganun lang. So, doon kayo magre-research, no? Doon yung magagamit yung research. Ito pala yung experiment manual. Hopefully, napakita na rin to ng inyong lab. I'm not really sure kung sino. Synchronous yung ating reporting. Synchronous. Okay. Synchronous siya. Ano naman, you have plenty of time to prepare. Kasi ano pa to, week 8 nyo i-present to. Week 8 na. So, matagal-tagal pa. May mga quizzes, pero itong experiment, week 8 pa siya deadline. Okay. Ang swerte dito yung experiment 1 and 2 kasi manonood lang kayo. Ang gagawin nyo for the rest, experiment 3 and so forth. No? May activity talaga kayo. Okay. So again, by group yan ha. So more details sa lab nyo na lang. No? I know naman na alam nila na kung paano gagawin. Multiple attempts po ba ang quizzes? Hindi po. No? Hindi po. Maglo-load naman lahat ng question. Okay. All questions will be loaded. Pero one take lang yan. Okay? So ganun gagawin natin. One take lang. One take lang ha. Okay. So pag may iba pang question, ano yan na. We have 3 minutes to go. Hopefully by next meeting, no, we still maintain the same number of people. Pero kung hindi maka-attend, that's fine with me. Ipopost ko sa Canvas natin yung links naman. Okay. So gagawa ako ng discussion, tapos andun lahat ng links ng ating discussion. Okay, so ganun. Okay, so ganun lang. And mag-upload din ako ng video sa YouTube, no. I-revamp ko to. May kita na kasi ako dito. $2, 100 pesos lang. Hindi ko pa kinukuha. Diba? Malay nyo, one day, talunin ko na si Kuya Kim. Anyway, so ganun lang. Okay, so I think there are no other questions from the class na, no? So with that in mind, no, again, so I would like to welcome you again to the Far Eastern University. Far Eastern onwards. I hope you will enjoy our sessions. No? Although we have limited capabilities during online classes, I hope na maging worth it naman ito. Kasi I know na almost 1 academic year din kayo nag-online class. So I hope we will have a good experience and an interactive one. Okay. So I'll see you again next week. So for now, stay safe, and if you have access to vaccines, please get vaccinated. No. Okay. So yan lang. And as always, thank you and God bless. No? So I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye, and pwede na uli matulog. See you again. Bye.
Thank you po, sir. Stay safe po.
Ingat always. End ko na session ha.
Thank you po.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye po.